Hello and welcome back to IGCSE ICT paper. We're going to do paper 2 for October-November 2024. We're going to start with the first task, which is document production, which is using a Word document. So let's start with the files that we have been supplied. We are supplied with the following files. So we need to go to our source file, and you're going usually to find it on your desktop. So just simply right click and go to the extract, and you're going to get a message to extract it, and simply just extract it in the same location where is your work file. After that, going back into it, you're going to find another folder in it, and here is the file. So these files are supposed to be matching with the files over here. One thing which is very important is showing the extensions over here. So if you went over here to view and then go to the last option, from the last option you have to tick file name extension. If you ticked it, you're going to see that your extensions are visible now, and if you unticked it, of course they will disappear. This is very important while you're taking the screen capture to show your in your evidence document. So it's really important at that time. All right, so task number 1, evidence document. Open the file, which is evidence.rtf. So what we need to do here, we need to make sure that our name, center, and candidate number appear on every page of this document. They did not mention it's supposed to be in the footer or header, it's supposed to be right aligned or left aligned. They just said it's supposed to be visible on every page. So first, let's go and open the evidence document. After opening the evidence document, if you go to a ribbon that is mentioning to enable the editing, so of course you have to go and enable it. Okay, so we need to double click on the header or footer, anywhere, just double click. All right, you're going to find that the header and footer sections got activated. What you need to do over here, you're going to get this upper bar over here. Just if you're going to put the name and center and candidate stuff in the header, so just go to the header. If you want to go to the footer, just go to this footer. Okay, just to make sure where we need to put it, just let's read a bit following questions. Save this document. Okay, you will need your evidence document, so there is nothing else we need to put except this detail. So it's your freedom, total freedom. You want to put it in the header or footer. I'm just going to put it in the header. So I'm going to click on the header, and I'm going to put those 3 empty columns or blank columns. This is not a must. It is just for the arrangement purpose. They're going to put 3 headers here at the top for you, and you need just to simply can put your name, center number, and candidate number and replace them. So for example, you can put your full name over here, your center number, it will be just given to you, whatever it is, the center number, and then you're going to get your candidate number. It's going to be given to you during your before your exam time. So that's all the information you need to put it at the top. Close it, and then you can start just writing and going to the next question. So save this document in the work area as the name evidence followed with your candidate number. For example, I put my candidate number for now is, let's just keep it as it is. Okay, let's just keep, this is my candidate number. Okay, so put the name evidence followed with your candidate number. Of course it won't be 999, but this is just a sample name, so I'm just going to copy this name for now. And let's go to save as, browse, and here it's an important point. When you're going to save it, of course save it with the suggested name. And then second important point, when you're going to save it, choose the extension to be document X. Don't keep it RTF. It's okay if you want to keep it in this stage RTF, but it is better to get a habit of saving most of the document as a document X. Later it's going to be very important, so you better start to use the document X. RTF is a bit limited, so you want to have the functions that are available in document X. All right, just now save it, click on OK, that it got converted, and then go back again. Here you're going to find it got saved. I always like to do this habit, that right click and group by type, so you can see the types here easily separated. So here is all the Word documents, all the RTF or formats, and all the CSV formats for later tasks. Okay, this is just an extra information that you're going to need this evidence document during the examination to place what? To place the screenshots. Okay, now for task 2, which is our main task for the Word document. You're going to edit a document about organic farming. The company uses a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph styles must be created and applied as instructed. Okay, question number 1. Using a suitable software package, open this organic RDF file. So our package is using Microsoft Office. So simply we're just going to double click on our this one, organic RDF file. Enable it. Okay, it's around 4 pages, and you can see it is in landscape, not portrait. Let's get back again to our question. So the page setup is set to A4. Okay, landscape orientation and 2 centimeter margins. Do not make any changes. If you want just to make sure of those points, double click at the corner over here, just double click, check the margins. They're all 4 sides are 2 centimeters, and it's supposed to be A4 and landscape. This is landscape, and go to paper, you will find it is A4. In case your computer is not in centimeter, then watch this carefully. Go to file, then go to options, and from the options go to advanced option over here, and scroll down till you see the title display, this one. And over here in the 4th option, show measurements in units of, it will be showing in inches. Just change it to centimeter, and that's it. You just because all the Cambridge papers and IGCSE ICT papers, they were going to use centimeters, so you better set it to centimeter. So we made sure from those points, and we do not need to change it by mistake. Do not ever make sure you're not changing it. So we have 3 paragraph styles have already been created. Okay, let's have a look at those 3 styles. You can click on this small arrow next to style. You're supposed to get them over here. Organic Farm OF. Okay. We got it. Okay, and do not make changes to these. Okay. Save the document in work area with the name organic. So now it is an RDF file. We're going to go to file, save as, and just put the name organic and make sure that it is all in capital as instructed in the past paper. And second important point, it's supposed to be with the extension of Word document. And now save it. Okay, get back again to your folder and make sure it is saved in the right place. Here we go. Okay, we're done with this point. Make sure it is saved in the format. Yes, that's the point I was always speaking about. Make sure that it is saved in the format, the software you're using. So what I meant here is document .docx. Okay, place in your evidence document. Now we need a first evidence of a screenshot to show how this file has been saved. Okay, and make sure that there is evidence of file type. So here extension is important. In case you didn't show the file type, then it's fine, your extension is showing, but it's also a good habit to keep showing the extension. So they need just to we need just to show them that the file has been saved. And in case your type is not showing fully, make it fully to be shown and show also the extension. So just take this screen capture and go to your first evidence place and paste it. Actually, it is better to keep it as a white theme. At the time you're printing out, it will be much clearer and better. But if you're okay with the black theme, that's also fine. I prefer the white theme, and I always set the computers of students to be in white theme, or at least I instruct them to keep it as a white theme because they can change it later. So for printing it's much clearer and better. Okay, for question number 2, remove any page breaks from the organic document. Okay, for this page breaks, we need to show from this icon, we need to show all the marks from here. So exactly what we need to actually remove. Okay, we need to remove any page breaks. Breaks means the enters. Okay, so go over here, you're going to find it in the home and click on it. You're going to find, whenever you're going to enter, these are the enters. We just don't want any page breaks. So for example, here you have a page break. Okay, you need to remove it. Another one is here, that's why it's getting extended up to 4 papers. And okay, we have just 2 page breaks. So simply after you make it appear all the marks, you're just going to delete this. The next one also, go and delete it. And here we go, that's it. Remove the marks now, hide them back again, and you can see all the whole page become into 3 pages instead of 4 pages. For question number 3, place in this document a right aligned header. So we need it in the header and a right side, a page number. Okay, so let's go to the header, double click over here, and as it is in the header, so add the 3 columns. So we need it to the right side and we needed a page, automatic page. So it's not numbers, you have to put it by yourself like this. No, you have to go to quick parts. From quick parts you have to click on field, and from here press on P on your keyboard and look for page. And here we go, we found it. You're not instructed to use any specific page format, so just keep it default and click on OK. You will find that automatically the page numbered. Okay, the page numbers is appearing on each page. Close it, and here we go, we got it on the header on the right side. Next one, right aligned footer. So it needs to be on the right side of the footer, a single line with a text which is showing guide produced by, followed by space. So there is a space here, your name, and then comma, center number, and then candidate number. Okay, so we need again to press on the footer and then get to the footer, go to the footer, press on this 3 columns and go to the right side. So what we need to put here, guide produced by, guide space, put the space, and then put your name, center number, and candidate number. Okay, guide produced by, I'm just going to make it bold. Okay, so this is in the footer, we put it in the footer, right, and on the right side. So done, we put the guide produced by, and it is in bold, followed by your center space, center number, and name, center number, and candidate number. Make sure all of the footer details are on a single line. Is it? Yes. The header and the footer are aligned to the right margin of the page. So they're actually to the right side, but we need to go to home and make sure they're on the right margin. Okay, it doesn't make difference, but still as instructed, do it. Also go to the footer and make sure this is also right margin. Again, this didn't make difference. Okay, we made sure of the second point as well. Third point, no other text or placeholders are included in the header and footer. Okay, this point is we need to work on it. So go to other placeholders, remove them because we don't need to replace the others. There is nothing to replace them. So if there is nothing going to be there, just remove them. So done with the third point. Fourth point, the headers and footers are displayed on all pages. This is just a simple point. You can go and check that page and footers are displayed on all the pages. Done. Question number 4, select the subheading, which is called what is organic farming. Okay, so we need to start to select from here and following up the text. So this is the beginning, and so we need to select means highlight it with the mouse. So starting from here, following text and including the paragraph which is ending with to looking after the license. So let's go and look for this beginning and ending of paragraphs. So I'm going to press on Control F and I'm going to search what is organic farming. Okay, so Control F and then type in it what is organic farming. So you can see they found one result, which is over here. And if you cannot find the ending, you can also search for it. I'm just going to try to see if I can find it by myself till they say to looking after the license, right, which is over here. So what I did, I just selected from the beginning, which is starting what is organic farming, till who is, I cannot read this, who is dedicated to looking after the license. After that, what are we instructed after selecting? So what we need to do after selecting these paragraphs, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns, okay, of equal width, okay, with a 1.5 centimeter space between the columns. All right, after you select it, just go to layout and then select columns and change to 2 columns. Don't remove your highlight or selection. You can see there is a space over here. Just double click on that. You're going to get a spacing option here and the equal width for each column, okay? So just go to the spacing and put 1.5. All right, so click on OK and make sure, of course, this will be activated, but make sure it is, you didn't untick it by mistake, so it should be both columns will be equal. And you can see a bit the size change when you double click. Also make sure that it is still 1.5, or it did not change, or it really actually changed from the previous one to 1.5. So done. So for question number 5, sort the bulleted list from mixed crops for pest control to as compost and grain manure into alphabetical order. So we need to go and look where's this list, bulleted list. Okay, it's obvious, it's over here. So yes, it's mixed crops for pest control up to natural fertilizers such as compost and grain manure. So what we need to do, we need to sort it to the alphabetical order. So it's supposed to for sure it should be ascending order. So just highlight over all, and then you're supposed to find this sort option. Sometimes if you cannot find any specific functions or things you need, just go and type it over here and you're going to get whatever you need or ask for. Let's say during exam time you're scared or you lost where it's supposed to be, you lost the icon, so just simply go and type it over here in the help. Okay, click on the sort. So you're going to get it that it is a paragraph and it is a type text, not date or number, and as they didn't mention, it's supposed to be for sure ascending order. If it is mentioned descending, then go ahead for the descending. So here we go, we have it in B and then C, F, M and N. Okay, so we're done with this question. Question number 6. So format this list so that star-shaped bullets replace the existing bullets. So this normal ones, we have the boring ones, we have to change it to the star one. So we simply just select over the star and then go to the bullet options at the top over here. This should not be actually available just because I searched for it before. That's why it's appearing. but it will not be existing in your computer. In case it's existing, that's a good thing. In case not, then just go to define new bullet and then click on symbol. And if you cannot find it over here in these symbol icons over here, just go, always remember one font which is called Wingdings. Just go to Wingdings. They have so many numbers. So let's check the first one. You can usually find it here in the Wingdings. Over here I found it. And if you cannot find it over here, just be carefully look for it. You can go for the second one or the third one, and you should be able to find them mostly in this type of. So you can have different stars, but this is not the right. This is the one that we wanted. Okay. After that, click on OK and click on OK over here, and it should be added. Okay, I should have added, but anyway, I will just do like this and I will add them. Okay, so for the next one, the bullets are indented 2 centimeters from the left margin. You can see they're wanting the bullets, those star shaped bullets, to be indented, means moved from the left side a bit, around 2 centimeters away. So for that one, right click on your bullets, go to paragraph. You're going to find some headings over here like general, indentation, spacing. Then of course we want indentations. Okay, so how much we want from the left side? You have before means left, and after that's going to be right. So for example, let's have a look at after. Let's change it to centimeter. That didn't work because it's not from the right side. Okay, so I just Control Z, and let's get back again to our paragraph. Yeah, I did Control Z, that's why it turned back again to 0. So we need it from the left side, 2 centimeter, as well as it was mentioned in the question paper. Okay, I'm supposed to highlight over all of them. Right click, paragraph, and then select 2. Okay, that I think went too much because I already selected this one. So let me try to do like this. Okay, that's working. You can see up here is the ruler, and it is up to 2 centimeters away from the left margin. So we're done with question number 6. Let's move to question number 7. Okay, for question number 7, create and store the following style basing it on, so this point is important, basing it on default normal paragraph style. Okay, so the style name is supposed to be OF, organic form, dash, subhead. You can see these are all small letters. This is capital letter. This is important. Serif. Serif means decorated. Sans serif means not decorated. Serif is usually you can use Times New Roman or any other document or any other decorated ones. Sans serif you could use Arial or Calibri or any other non-decorated. For now I'm going to use Times New Roman because it's serif one. Okay, we're going to apply the other criteria as well. So let's go back again to our page. So before creating any style, okay, you're supposed to add the style list from here. That's one point. And when you're going to create a new one or modify any old ones, you better not to keep your cursor on any other points, because what's going to happen, it's going to be applied also to other points. So just keep it on a new line, and then you can click on create new style, or in this small arrow, and click on create a style. Click on modify, and now let's go and add the name. So you better type the name because you're going to have a physical paper in your Cambridge exam. So type the name carefully. Style type, leave it as it is. And based on, so here it's important to change what is based on. As I mentioned previously, according to the instruction, it's supposed to be normal. The fourth one, leave it as it is because it's going to be matching with the name. So it's supposed to be serif. Serif means Times New Roman. The font size is supposed to be 22. needs to be also bold, center, bold, and italic. So center, bold, italic. Okay. We need to add also the other points. Okay, go to format, paragraph. So spacing, supposed to be before 0, after it's supposed to be 4. Line spacing, it is supposed to be single. So it is single. Click on OK. And done with OK. Okay, you can see that it has been over here. Just leave it. Don't do anything. Let's move to the next question. So we're done doing these points. Take a screenshot to show, okay, that you have defined the settings for OF subhead style. Make sure there is evidence that you have based. So this point they are speaking about it, that you have based it on the normal or paragraph style. Place this in your evidence document. So let's go. We can go over here, right click and click on modify. Okay, and you can take a screenshot. Everything is mentioned over here. Whatever points that you have added, did all those things, it will be mentioned over here. So take a screenshot for this. You may do it like this, or you may press Alt, print screen, and it is going to take exactly a screenshot for this window. So let's go to our evidence document, and this is evidence question number 7, right? So they put it step 7. Okay, resize it, make sure it's not too big and also not too small for the examiner to be able to correct it and read it properly. So what we need to do in question number 8, we need to identify 5 subheadings. Okay, so we have 5 in the document and apply the style that we just created on to each of them. So we need to find 5 of them. Okay, so I'm holding control on my keyboard, so that's why I can select different headings. This is the 3rd. This is the 4th. Did I miss one over here? I have supposed to have 5. So 1, 2, 3. Complex. Okay, it's over here. I just couldn't see it. Okay. And then go and click on OF subhead. All right. For question number 9, locate the table in the document. Okay. What we need to do with the table, we need to delete the entire column. Okay. And contents with the heading of 2014. Okay, we need to delete an entire column with heading 2014. So I guess we have only one table. Do you remember previously the page was only the page were like 4 pages, the document were 4 pages, now it become 2 pages. So let's see what happens at the end. So let's go and see our table. So we have this table and we need to delete the whole column with the heading 2014. Okay, and just select it from the top till the end and press on delete button or backspace button on your keyboard. Okay, so locate, we're done with this. Question number 10, format the first row of the table. So the first row of the table we need so that it becomes a single cell. Okay, so that means we need to merge it with the content supposed to be center aligned over 4 columns. Okay, let's go and merge it. So 4 columns. These are my 4 columns. Go to table layout and click on merge cells. And it needs to be center aligned, so I'm just going to make it to the center. Done. So again, format the table because still not ready, as you can see. what we need to do. So the table width is set to 10.5 centimeter. Okay, let's remove this tile. Let's select the table over here. The width needs to be 10.5 centimeter. Ooh. Wait a bit, there's supposed to be something wrong. Okay, that's the cell size. So each cell become 10.5. I need the whole table. Okay. I cannot see the table size over here. So I will need to go to the options. So right click, let's go to the table properties, and let's see over here I have the table. So I will click on the preferred width, and I'm going to put it 10.5. It's already centimeters, so no need to type it. And here we go, we got it 10.5. So we're done with that. So let's go to the table. The table is centered within the column width. Yes, it is. You can see that it is within your column. It's not going out of the column from right or left side. So it is within your column. Okay. All text in each row displays on one line. So let's have a look. Yes, all of them are in one line. In case it is not, you have to modify it. And if you modified it, make sure that the width of the whole table is 10.5 as it was in this first point. So my old points are correct. Let's move to the next question. Format only the paragraph that starts with a physical barrier and carries on. So we need to go to this specific let me find it first. So Control F, physical barrier. So okay, it's over here. It's just till this much, a physical barrier. They say just the paragraph that starts with this. Okay, so what we need to do, the text is indented 1.5 centimeter from both left and right margins. Okay, let's do this first. Select it and remove this, and go to indentation. For indentation, let's go to paragraph. Over here you have the indentation. So before and after, that means left and right. So it needs to be from both sides, 1.5. This to also 1.5. You can see here the sample. Okay. It displays an external 3 to 4 point black border. Okay, to do this, let's highlight it, and let's go to design, or okay, there is nothing. I will need to draw it. So let's just draw it. Let's go to insert, and let's select let's select the shape over here. So let's select the shape because I'm going to put a border. So select that rectangle shape and put it over here. Okay, for the filling, I'm just going to keep it empty, no fill. And for the border, of course, as they mentioned, black border with 3 to 4 points. So let's go back to the outline over here, go to the weight, and make sure it is between this number, and it needs to be less than 4.5. So the best option is 3. So done, but still need to be adjusted a bit. So I think it's okay. That's fine. We just need to a little bit of adjustment. That's it. Okay, for the next third point, it has a light gray background fill. So it's supposed to be between 15 to 35 percentage. So the filling needs to be the gray color. So 15, okay, between 15 and up to 35. You can see their numbers are appearing here. So you can choose, I'm just going to go for this one, next one, 25. Because 25 is between 15 and 35. Okay, you will see that the text has disappeared. So just simply right click on it and click on send to back, or just go to the last option here, send behind text. Okay, All right, so we're done. Let's go to the next point. 13, that's the last point. Spell check and proofread the document. So for that, you need to go to review. And you need to click on spelling and grammar. The check is complete, so that means there are no mistakes. I added once before here and line, so I'm just going to delete it. So make sure the list and table are not split over 2 columns. So there is a list and there was a table, right? Let's go and check them. I had the list, I had the table. They're not split between 2 columns, so it is all inside one column, all inside one column. It's not like part of it here and part of it is going to other parts. There are no widows or orphans. So widows and orphans are usually happen with 1 line left on the previous page or 1 line on the next page for the previous paragraph or the following paragraphs. For this type of points to be avoided, Control A. And then we can just go to paragraph, right click paragraph and go to the line and page breakers and activate the first option, widow and orphan control, and click on OK. This is automatically going to remove any widows or orphans that can happen. No blank pages. Yes, I don't have any blank pages. The original styles are maintained. Yes, I had these original styles. They did not ask us. Okay, I can see original styles are maintained from here. What about the header? Yes, the main title is maintained as well. Title also is maintained as well. Okay. The last point, spacing is consistent between all items. You can see that we have spacing over here, spacing between the pages as well, which is the margin at the top, margin bottom. So everything is clear, neat and tidy. We're done. Save the document using the same file that we saved it before. And final thing is printing. So Control S and we're done. So after that, in your exam, what you need to do is usually you need to go to the print and you need to print it out. In case you don't have the printer next to you, so the best option is always, I advise the student to do it, is to save it as a PDF file. Okay, for the printer, you're going to find the option from here. Okay, in case you don't have it, just select the PDF and click on print and save it as a PDF file. You can just make sure that it is in your same folder where all your work is there. Usually for the printouts, I prefer to name it as print out 1 because I will remember what are my printouts. So just save it as print out 1. So when you go back again to your paper, you will find that, okay, I have how many printouts and I need to print them all out in order. Okay, so that's the end of this question for task 1 for Word document for data production, or sorry, for the document production. And if you have any questions or any comments, you may put it in the comment section. We're going to carry on with the next videos and it will be available in the link in the description, which contain the playlist to contain for the next videos as well, available for this specific series of October, November 2020.